In the US, data breaches cost about $9.44 million on average. By end of 2023, cybercrime could hit $8 trillion. Traditionally, security was based on one-time perimeter checks, and now with the digital world's complexity, that's not enough. Zero trust means no one is trusted, whether inside or outside the security boundary. Every access is checked constantly. My name is Kostya and I'm ServiceNow Solution Architect and the Managing Director of Teiva Systems, ServiceNow Premier Partner. We build resilient solutions driven by meaningful business and enabled through technology. Today I will give you an overview of Zero Trust concept in ServiceNow. There are several security challenges organizations face. The attack surface is expanding due to cloud adoption and remote work. Surprisingly, confident organizations are more likely to face breaches. And there is a tool overload. 61% of professionals struggle with too many security tools, causing blind spots. And artificial intelligence and machine learning offer potential for security, but they are still in early stages. And some say they create even more alerts than solutions. And finally, 51% of organizations face a talent crunch, making them more cyber attack prone. So how does ServiceNow addresses these challenges? ServiceNow Zero Trust Access, or ZTA, the new concept starting Vancouver release, promotes secure business platform. ZTA aims to improve security and user experience. And the features include multi-factor authentication that ensures two-step verification. Includes also adaptive authentication based on requirements and a policy-based session access that restricts user rights if risks are detected. Basically, dynamic privilege reduction lets you tweak user rights based on different factors. For instance, a field service agent accesses your environment using a mobile device from an untrusted network. In that case, ZTA policies identify a potential risk and the agent receives normal end-user role for the current session. It works through adaptive policies. These policies use factors like device status, risk score, IP, and location. This assesses the request risk and adjusts access once identity is confirmed. So you benefit from a higher security. It safeguards against unauthorized access and it reduces chances of exposing sensitive data. Now let's take a look on how to get started with Zero Trust Access in Vancouver. To activate this capability, go to Plugin and activate the Zero Trust policy-based session access to be able to reduce or limit user access in a session based on IP, location, identity provider attributes, and user attributes using adaptive authentication policies. Before accessing Zero Trust Access application, please elevate your security role first. As next, let's create our first policy. Just within few clicks, you can define rules that must apply in specific situations. Under Session Access Role Configuration, you hit New Record and provide the name. I want the IT role to be removed for a session temporarily. Pick up Remove Roles from the action list. And then from role list, take the IT role. Now you define the adaptive policy the custom action should apply to. Use the lookup icon to view the list of policies, and let's create a new one for our use case. I want a policy that removes IT role for a user when she or he accesses ServiceNow from outside the trusted network. Now let's save and apply a IP-based filter criteria. Now you configure the new filter criteria by providing the name and, most important, the IP ranges that belong to your trusted network. You can create as many IP ranges as you need, like here I have 2 exemplary IP ranges that belong to my trusted network, typically corporate IP addresses. I create a policy condition when the policy should apply. In my example, when the trusted network is false. Now let's submit and assign the policy to the newly created session access role configuration. As next, we need to set application properties to make it work. Enable the Zero Trust session access. Enable the debugging makes also sense when you just start working with ZTA. and set what procedures should apply in case you have multiple concurrent policies in place. Now we can test with a user that has an IT role. Keep in mind, session access is enforced at the time of logging. Any change in risk parameters during this session will not result in reduced access. For example, a user switching from corporate network to untrusted network after establishing the session won't result in reduced access, unless the user logs out and logs in again. You can verify all policies that we are running in the session access audit module within the Zero Trust application. For a deeper dive into ServiceNow Zero Trust and setup guidance, check the product manual or contact our experts for a safer strategy and implementation. Thank you and stay secure.